What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Out here at Codorus Township Park today. This is in Glen Rock, PA. It's about 10 minutes further down the road from Codorus State Park. I am playing the short layout here today. There's some holes that have either short tees or short baskets. So short layout today. It's about half wooded and half open. The wooded holes are pretty technical. That's kind of up on this hillside. And then the open holes have an OB walking path that goes pretty much through the whole park. Either across or on top of the walking path is OB. Little bit of wind today, probably 10 miles an hour, maybe gusts up to 15. So that might make things interesting. And it's hotter than it's been for a while. So lots of use of the chalk bag, I think. But we'll jump right into it, see how it goes. Hole 1, 240 feet. It's a short little par 3 right there at the bottom of the hill. For me, it's a backhand hyzer with a putter. Just float it out over this path and get it to crash in. The path and across is OB, so you have to think about that. Otherwise, pretty straightforward. See if we can put one close down there. Yeah, pretty close. Decent shot off the tee. Little 18-foot tester here to start. There we go. Hole 2, 315 feet. Pretty much just straight down there. There is the path at the top of this hill that, again, over or on top of the path is out of bounds. Otherwise, again, pretty straightforward. The brush on the left-hand side does get pretty thick. Right now, it's the beginning or middle of May, but once this gets into the summer, all that grows up quite a bit, and it's hard to find any discs that are over there. Right now, it's probably pretty thick too. So try to rip something out there, pretty straight, hang it up on this hill a little bit, and hopefully get it to crash in there at the end. Oh, too much. That's fine. Had a decent tailwind off that tee, probably 10 miles an hour. Thought that would make this a little more stable, but little pitch up, take a par. Yep. Little 15-footer. There we go. Hole 3, 252 feet. It's just perched up there on the side of this hill. So this hill runs straight and then curves off to the right. It's kind of like a berm where this walking path runs across the top. So the basket is on the back side of this hill and then about halfway up. So really the play here is a forehand hyzer, 250 feet, either hit at the bottom of this hill, or you can go for the basket. You risk throwing long or hitting the basket at the basket and then just rolling down the hill. But really just anything up there. Give yourself an easy par, hopefully have a birdie look. I have seen people try to hang it out wide on the backhand over top of the path. Again, path and across to the right is OB. So it's a little risky because of that, but you can get up there that way, hit at the top, and then just skip about halfway down the hill. That'll be at the bottom of the hill. It's about as good as you can do. Decent shot up here. It might be a little hard to see from that angle, but the basket is right on the end of where this hill starts curling around to the right. So going long, unless you hit right at the basket, if you're a little bit high, you're just going to keep carrying down into this lower area, which is fine. Makes it an easy par, but kind of eliminates the birdie look. Oh. Hole 4, 249 feet. It's right out there. It's an elevated basket, a little bit uphill. There is quite a bit of wind today, so probably about 10 miles an hour. On this hole is running right to left. So I'm just gonna try to throw, this is a sled, but throw this up there, get it to cut into the wind a little bit, hopefully just glide to the base of that basket. Probably be a little short, but we'll see. Yeah, a little short, but that's okay. Good shot up here. This wind is really starting to whip a little bit. About 15 feet, 18 feet, elevated basket, wind off the right. There we go. Hole 5, 198 feet. It's straight up through here, kind of a tunnel shot, and uphill maybe 10 to 15 feet. They built some really nice tee pads out here. So this one, and then once we get over to 12, which is actually right there, you loop back around. Really nice tee pads, nice and wide, long enough that you're not worried about falling off of it. Yeah, we'll try to put this up there nice and close. Ooh, kick left, but that's okay. Hit a tree about halfway up this fairway. Not terrible though. See if we can just float something up there. It's a putt. Pretty bad upshot, to be honest. Wind was blowing straight down that fairway, so didn't really even think about that. See if we can make a 35-footer. Ooh. Hole 6, 300 feet. It's pretty much just a dead straight tunnel shot all the way down there. If you can throw a mid-range, probably 270 to 300, great hole for that. I am gonna try to throw a Gorgon, get it to flex a little bit, and hopefully finish out at the basket. Headwind blowing up this hole, so might flip a little bit more. Oh yeah, it flipped. Might be out on the fairway of 10. Overall, not terrible. I think it's the right disc if there wasn't headwind ripping up this fairway. See if we can just put something close, give us an easy par. Yeah. Hole 7, 318 feet. Tight tunnel shot for probably about the first 200 feet, and then it opens up with a basket that's perched on the very edge of a hill that goes probably 50 feet straight down. So first task is just get something out this gap. Again, it is pretty tight, so if you can get something on a little hyzer and get it to pop up, that's ideal. You can try to get a forehand. That's a better line, but you're probably not going to get all the way to the basket. Get stable. Well, made the gap, made it out. We'll see what it looks like when we get up there. All right, made it cleanly all the way out into the field, which is the first job. Without that headwind, it probably would have been pretty close. See if we can jump something up there, not roll down that hill. Easy par. That's fine. Hole 8, 255 feet. It's just right there on the other side of this little valley or ravine. There is OB in this grass triangle where the paths meet, but short of that, and then obviously on the other side of that far path is all safe. So pretty good headwind just straight at us. I'm gonna try to throw a destroyer, just push it out there, hopefully get it to crash in. OB in the baseball field over that fence also. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody get it that far, but something to think about if you can throw. Probably 350 feet. Get down. Right distance. Solid shot up here. That headwind really killed distance on this. See if we can make a little putt. Oh, that's terrible. Hole 9, 240 feet. The basket is right at the base of that tree that's on kind of the deep side of this triangle. It is an island, so you have to be in the grassy part of this triangle or else you go to the drop zone, which is right here at the bottom of the hill. For me, it just hangs something real wide to the right and let it crash in on the backhand. For me, the miss is going to be left because it opens up a little bit and it goes deeper. The amount of times that I've missed this deep off to the right is kind of crazy. So that path on the right comes up a lot faster than you think. So something, just hang it out there and then try to miss left or short if you can. That's going to be short, but that's fine. Yeah, right where you want to miss. Again, this is where you want to miss if you're going to. You're down here, you're not OB. The drop zone does give you a pretty big disadvantage if you do go OB, because it's not like you can even take it where you went out of bounds. So, safe shot down here, 30-foot putt. Don't run it long because that OB is still back there. Ooh. All right, and that is the front nine out here at Codorus Township. I think I'm 1 under right now, so we'll see if I can go a little bit further under on the back. Check out the next video, and thanks for watching this one.